Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Dan Hagan. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul alleges some companies knowingly contaminated the state with PFAS. Today, he filed a lawsuit in an attempt to force those companies to reimburse the state for investigations and cleanup efforts. The lawsuit names 18 companies as defendants. The filing alleges the defendants knew or should have known that their products would have a dangerous impact on the public's health and environment. PFAS has been linked to some cancers. Governor Tony Evers endorsed the lawsuit while at a press conference on French Island earlier today near La Crosse.
Every Wisconsinite should be able to trust the water that comes out of their tap. But unfortunately, we know that for so many across our state, including folks right here on French Island, this isn't always the case.
PFAS contamination is a widespread problem in Wisconsin. A host of communities, including Rhinelander, Wausau, and Marinette, have discovered the chemicals in their water. Meteorologist Conrad Supinski joins us after a pretty so-so day, but it turned out pretty nice this evening, Conrad.
Yeah, it's looking a lot nicer. Earlier we had some rain, but that has moved out, and now we just have some mostly cloudy skies around the region. A couple of sprinkles around Green Bay, maybe closer to the UP, but the main part of the storm, this counterclockwise circulation, that's the main part of the low, has moved on now. It is producing a couple of severe thunderstorms closer to upstate New York, Ohio, but all of that is out of the area. So now you know what's coming, some drier air, warmer temperatures, and it will look a lot nicer. You can see this line. That indicates all that drier air really moving in, and then wherever it's still a little higher up, feeling sticky and muggy out there for dew points, that will continue to go down, which means everybody's going to be looking pretty good for tomorrow. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s across the region. 68 here in Rhinelander, a little bit cooler in Eagle River, coming in at a 67-degree reading. So it is looking nice, and it will continue to cool down tonight into the 60s. Dan?
Former Wisconsin Supreme Court Chief Justice Shirley Abrahamson happened to be the longest-serving woman justice in United States history at the time of her retirement. But after a battle with pancreatic cancer, she passed away in 2020. Recently, a traveling exhibit about her career has been on display, and this evening a celebration was held, bringing together people who knew and respected her. One of those in attendance was current Wisconsin Justice Ann Walsh Bradley, who says the traveling exhibit is a fitting fit for Abrahamson's legacy.
One of Justice Abrahamson's messages was bringing the court to the people, and so this is part of her tradition. She's bringing the exhibit about her legacy to the people of this state.
Bradley says throughout Abrahamson's career, she was a fighter for the people she served, working tirelessly to make the right decision.
She said she was indefatigable. She worked hard. She wanted to make sure she got it right.
The exhibit was temporarily moved to be available for viewing at tonight's event. The Chief Justice Shirley S. Abrahamson Legacy Committee is the group which has worked for multiple years to make the traveling exhibit possible. To view for yourself, the exhibit will continue to be on display at the Marathon County Public Library through August 31st. Criminal charges have been dismissed against a 40-year-old Afghan man who resettled in Wausau. Mati is the patriarch of one of the two families that first resettled from Afghanistan. Online court records show a charge of fourth-degree sexual assault against Mati was dismissed. Mati has maintained his innocence since the allegation. Aspirus Health announced an expansion of the neonatal intensive care unit at its Wausau Hospital. 5 new NICU rooms make for a total of 17 rooms. These rooms serve babies who are born prematurely or are critically ill. The NICU also provides special accommodations for twins and triplets. The Northwoods Alliance for Temporary Housing, or NATH, is out fundraising again. Throughout the year, they hold 30-plus fundraisers to provide temporary shelter for people in need. They held one of those fundraisers today at one of their 6 brat cookouts. Today, they are outside of Rhinelander's Triggs. Proceeds go toward their $75,000 benchmark for annual funding. Bob Wolf is the chair of the Community Outreach Committee and Fundraising for NATH. He joined the program because he felt like he could make an impact.
I've worked on other charitable events before, and I thought this was a worthwhile project, and I've been with it ever since.
The club expects to raise around $1,000 from this 3-day sale. It costs nearly $60 per day to house one person at their shelter, Frederick Place. The brat sale fundraiser will continue Thursday and Friday from 10 to 3 each day. The Wausau Fire Department held a ceremony today to show off their newest addition to their fleet of firefighting equipment. The Ladder 2 truck will be stationed at the department's West Side building, which Deputy Chief Jeremy Kopp says will reduce response time to incidents on that side of the city.
To have just the response coming from the other side of town with the ladder truck is a little bit delayed. Now with 2 ladders in service, we can get one on scene a little quicker and have a tool that's a lot easier for rescues to maneuver around.
Kopp continued saying he believes the new ladder will be critical on the west side where many industrial buildings are located.
I think this tool is something that's going to serve us very well, as well as the citizens of Wausau.
Previously in 2021, the old West Side ladder truck was decommissioned due to safety concerns. That truck was built in 1984. Following today's ceremony, the new ladder was put into full-time service. Phillips and Price County has a widely used playground near its downtown, but being around 30 years old, one local thinks it's time for an upgrade. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more.
When Kristen Harper goes to the park, she sees potential. Basketball courts, a disc golf course, and a walking trail all make up Elk Lake Park in Phillips. But it could be more.
I think that this park is getting used so much more now.
Right now, all of Harper's attention is turned towards the playground.
On a Thursday in Phillips, you'll see 50 kids or more playing on it. I know for myself personally, I bring my kids down here all the time, even when it just starts to get warm in the spring, all the way through those warm days in the winter. So it's very well used.
But the playground was built in the 90s and is showing some wear and tear.
It's got some wood to it. It's got some pieces that maybe we could offer a little bit more fun for the kids.
This decaying and rotting wood is a good example of why Kristen thinks this decades-old playground needs to be replaced.
I would like it to have an area for small kids to play and then an area for bigger kids to play too. That way our little ones can be safe and be playing in a small area, and then the big ones can be a little bit more active with things that are a little bit more challenging.
The playground project is just beginning and there's still a lot of planning to do, but Harper knows making these updates is well worth it.
Particularly the band shell with music in the park. We have the pavilion. People are renting it out for family reunions, graduation parties. We have the splash pad, and I think it's just kind of a natural progression to provide some updated playground equipment too.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Phillips, I'm Morgan Johnson.
For an artist, a wall is more than a wall. It's a canvas. Coming up, we'll hear the plans for an upcoming mural in Hodag Park in Rhinelander. That's after weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun. And when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. Dream it, create it, love it.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to lenztruck.com.
Lenz Truck. Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, Shawano.
Stop into Home Furniture and Design for your immediate furniture needs. We have Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers, Ashley, and more ready for immediate delivery. Home Furniture and Design, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
All right, so we started out the day a little rainy out there. We had a good amount of cloud cover, but look what happened. Most of that broke up, and now just a couple of sprinkles closer to the UP and really closer to Green Bay. But most of us are finally in the clear. That low pressure system that's been circulating the last couple of days right by us is finally in Canada. Most of that is out and is pretty much producing some severe weather in upstate New York, a couple of severe thunderstorms in Ohio, but that will continue to push east and out of the Northwoods, bringing lots of sunshine tomorrow, and same thing on Friday. And those temperatures are going to look pretty warm out there, pretty above average into the 80s, as our average is supposed to be closer to 80 degrees out there. And those dew points are finally starting to drop, indicated in those lighter colors. The darker colors still showing some above average, I would say, dew points, making it feel muggy and sticky, but most of that will continue to drop, and it will finally feel nice by tomorrow. And then by Friday into Saturday, it'll start to rise as more chances of showers and thunderstorms start to arrive. But temperatures earlier today were hot on the western part of the state. Some 80s, even some mid 80s in some locations. Closer to Superior, Eau Claire came in at 86 degrees. And you see this little pocket of cooler air, some lower 70s, maybe some mid 70s where Rhinelander's at, Anago, Wausau. That's because there was so much cloud cover out there for most of the day today, and even some showers that really kept things cool in the Northwoods. And now temperatures are much cooler, in the 60s for the most part. So still some 70s to the south, closer to Wausau, Merrill area, but everybody is starting to cool down as clear skies start to move in. But temperatures will continue to be on the warmer end by tomorrow. Same thing Friday into Saturday, some mid 80s out there. So get those ACs ready. And then by next week, temperatures look like they'll level out closer to our average of around 80 degrees. But tonight, temperatures will drop into lower 60s out there, some partly cloudy skies. That rain finally moving out of the area, and those winds will continue to be a little bit on the breezy end. That will continue into tomorrow, as that northwest breeze does continue to blow at around 10 to 20 miles an hour, but lots of sunshine and temperatures back into the 80s. So finally, more of average temperatures, even slightly above average temperatures for tomorrow, as their 7-day outlook by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show 80s, some mid 80s by Friday, then some more chances of showers and thunderstorms by the weekend before we clear up by Monday. Dan?
A local school bus service is making a desperate plea. It does not have enough drivers to cover all the bus routes, with only a few months until school starts. Krug's bus service serves the Medford School District. Regular routes and extracurricular trips are at risk for the upcoming school year because of its bus driver service being short drivers. The owner said she's had a shortage for the past few years, and it's getting worse, partly because of retirements and partly because former part-time employees are now working overtime hours at their full-time jobs instead. If you'd like to be a bus driver, call Krug's at 715-965-5696. Rhinelander is combining water skiing and art at Hodag Park. This is a collaboration between the water ski team and Tom Barnett, a local artist. He will be creating a one-of-a-kind mural for the skiers.
to beautify the surroundings around us. Right now, it's a brown building in the middle of a beautiful park. So why not have a piece of artwork that's going to draw attention over there and maybe bring some more attention to the water ski team, as well as providing artwork throughout the city.
This is the first wall mural that has gone through the newly created Rhinelander Arts Commission. The commission is made up of 5 local volunteers. Their aim is to help curate and attract more art into the community.
I'm hoping by us doing this and showing that the other community groups can be involved, that it springboards more groups and doing stuff like this, and even businesses downtown and around Rhinelander. They'd be great seeing murals all around the area.
This is the second project for the commission after helping organize the Art Rain event for kids earlier this summer. They hope to continue making the city a more beautiful place and are looking forward to the completion of the mural later this summer. Art Start in Rhinelander is all about art, and a main focus of the nonprofit this summer has been the art of skateboarding. With no place to practice, local skaters don't have a chance to display their skill. Art Start has been hosting public listening sessions to start the conversation of constructing a skate park.
This whole process was really spearheaded by the youth, and what we're trying to do is give them opportunities along the way. They'll be doing a SketchUp workshop. SketchUp is like a design software at Nicolay College. They're speaking with skate park designers and architects. So one opportunity is for the youth to really be involved and learn.
The listening session is tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. at Art Start. Later, Art Start and its partners will present their skate park proposal to the Rhinelander City Council. It took a while, but a top Green Bay Packer draft pick is officially just that, a Packer. Coming up on Newswatch 12, our very own Saul Meyer will break down the Pack's latest deal.
Now is the time to turn your dream into a reality with Design and Buy at Menards. Breeze through your project planning with ease using interactive tools that factor in the details that matter. Whether you're dreaming of a beautifully landscaped patio for entertaining, a deck to grill up the perfect hot dog, or a fence to add style and privacy, what are you waiting for? Turn your dream into reality with Design and Buy at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Now is the time to switch to Spectrum Internet. America's leading internet provider just got even faster, with speeds now starting at 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds to game, faster speeds to stream, faster speeds to work or learn from home. All with 99.9% network reliability. Get Spectrum Internet for just $49.99 a month, plus a free modem and free online security software. Call 877-906-9192. Add advanced Wi-Fi to get enhanced security for your home network, automatically blocking outside threats to your devices. If it's connected, it's protected. So no matter what you do online, you can do it faster, safer, and more reliably with Spectrum. Now is the time to switch. Get Spectrum Internet with faster speeds for the same great price. Just $49.99 a month with starting speeds of 300 megabits per second. Visit Spectrum.com to find out more or call 877-906-9192.
Outlaw. That's what can happen because of the Supreme Court, and Ron Johnson's with them. The Supreme Court's decision ended abortion services in Wisconsin, and Ron Johnson supported the decision, making it illegal in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. Doctors can be prosecuted, a woman's right to choose criminalized. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Ron Johnson's not for us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Crandon Real Estate Auction includes home and 15 acres being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
Sports Watch 12 with Saul Myers starts now.
All-star Christina Ouimet received her third Division I college offer last night, this one coming from Colorado State University. The sophomore wing has been a standout player for the Lady Thunderbirds and Wisconsin Flight Elite team. She's also the daughter of Lady Thunderbirds head coach Melissa Ouimet, who was named Miss Wisconsin Basketball in 1989 and inducted into the WBCA Hall of Fame in 2017, and is also the sister of teammate Juliana, who is committed to Lehigh. Greatness sure does run in the family for the Ouimets. A different kind of football is being played at Lambeau Field this Saturday, and no, it's not the Packers. In fact, it's European soccer teams FC Bayern Munich and Manchester City facing off. This matchup will be the first soccer game to take place at the historic stadium, and fans from 19 different countries and all 50 states will be in attendance. The iconic field will get a new paint job for this game, with the new designs being added tomorrow afternoon at around 1. Staying with the Packers, Aaron Rodgers' newest weapon is now officially a part of the Packers organization. Packers GM Brian Gutekunst announced earlier today that Christian Watson has signed his rookie contract for the team. The 6'4" receiver was a second-round pick for the Packers and the 34th overall pick in this year's draft. Watson was a standout receiver for the North Dakota State Bison, where he won an FCS national title every year he was there. Details for the contract have not been released yet. It was on this day just 1 year ago that the Milwaukee Bucks made history by winning their first NBA title in 50 years. Let's take a look at that iconic game. The Bucks were one win away from glory, and Giannis Antetokounmpo was ready to take them there. The Greek Freak dropped 50 points in a stellar performance to lead his team to the title, where he was rightfully named NBA Finals MVP. After that legendary game, Giannis cemented himself as an all-time great at just 26 years old. But even with 2 MVPs under his name, people still criticized and doubted him. Here's what the Greek Freak had to say to all those people after the game.
Don't let nobody tell you what you can be and what you cannot do. You know, people told me I can't make free throws. I made my free throws tonight, and I'm a freaking champion. I made them and I'm supposed to make them.
While Kareem Abdul-Jabbar established himself as the greatest Buck of all time, Giannis has definitely put his name in that conversation after that performance. And while the Bucks weren't able to repeat as champions this year, don't count them out for winning another title next year. The MLB draft was last week, and I could give you a recap of all the Brewers' 21 draft picks, but we'd be here all night. The one I will tell you about is the one that's the most interesting in my opinion. Jurangelo St. was drafted in the 18th round and is one of the best ambidextrous pitching prospects in the world. The most impressive thing about him is that he can throw 96 miles an hour with his right hand and 92 with his left. Now, I don't know about y'all at home, but I'm right-handed, and I can still do some things with my left, but pitching a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, though, not a chance. Dan, what about you?
You and me both. Thanks, so. Coming up after the break, let's get out of north central Wisconsin and see what's happening in our nation's capital with this day's National Wrap-Up. We'll be right back.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Is this the new phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. Big screen, big storage. I cannot remember the last time I had so many different options.
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone from any brand free. Are you actually texting them?
I don't know. I just thought I would just...
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
Jerry Brickner and Kent Olson here to talk to you about the 23rd annual For the Road Wisconsin Automotive and Truck Education Charity Golf Event.
And we're going to have a spectacular party here at Greenwood Hills Country Club.
And once again, we'll be giving away a brand new car, and the great Vic Ferrari Band is back on stage.
That sounds like one incredible party. I can hardly wait.
Tickets and information are available online at watia.org. We'll see you under the big tent on July 29th. Kent, what are you doing?
I got to get ready for the big Vic Ferrari party.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing Wisconsin families over $8,000 a year. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
The global heat wave is impacting the farthest corners of the northern hemisphere. Above normal temperatures have alarmed scientists in northern Greenland, where ice is melting at an unusually high rate. At this research site, near-melt conditions at an elevation of nearly 9,000 feet made what's usually a frozen landing strip inoperable. Pre-global warming, those temperatures here were unheard of. As ice in places like Greenland continues to melt, global sea levels will rise, endangering coastal communities across the world. Congressional action to curb climate change was torpedoed recently after Senator Joe Manchin said he would not get behind the bill. So President Joe Biden is taking the issue into his own hands for now. He announced new executive actions to combat climate change.
As president, I have a responsibility to act with urgency and resolve when our nation faces clear and present dangers. And that's what climate change is about.
The White House says today's executive actions would create a wind energy area in the Gulf of Mexico covering 700,000 acres with the potential to power more than 3 million homes and target $2.3 billion in funding for communities most affected by the scorching heat, including providing cooling centers and air conditioning for low-income Americans. A bipartisan group of senators today announced two proposals they say will close loopholes in federal election laws and stop candidates from trying to steal elections. Backers of the bills say they will resolve problems in current election laws that former President Donald Trump and his allies tried to exploit after the 2020 election. One bill would clarify the vice president's role in counting electoral college votes and stop fake slates of electors from obstructing the process. On a related note, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., the House January 6th committee will hold a final public hearing. As the war in Ukraine rages on, the country's First Lady made an emotional plea to Congress today asking for more help. Olena Zelenska is in Washington this week, hoping to secure more weapons and funding to help Ukraine fight Russia. Behind the First Lady as she spoke, the face of a 4-year-old girl killed in a Russian missile attack.
I am asking for weapons. Weapons that would not be used to wage a war on somebody else's land, but to protect one's home and the right to wake up alive in that home.
Russia is making plans to annex more territory in Ukraine, and in just the last week, Russian troops launched deadly weapons on several Ukrainian cities, but they've made very little progress in the Donbas region. We'll be right back after the break.
Hypnotize your way to savings.
Breathing techniques to help you save.
Looking to make saving a habit?
Yeah, what's the secret?
No secret. Just open a savings account at BMO and we'll give you a cash reward for every month you save.
A cash reward?
Just for saving?
Mm-hmm. And when you open a checking account, we'll give you a $300 bonus to get your new savings habit started.
Love that.
What's your book?
How to get a $300 bonus and a monthly cash reward for saving with BMO.
He literally wrote the book on saving.
That's me on the cover.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
After years of neglect, Tony Evers repaired nearly 5,000 miles of roads across Wisconsin. In fact, if you took all the roads Tony Evers repaired and laid them end to end, they'd stretch from Rhinelander all the way to Miami and all the way back.
Folks, politics doesn't have to be divisive. I'll work with anybody, Republicans or Democrats, to get the results that matter.
Tony Evers, he's fixing our roads and doing the right thing for Wisconsin.
At Schrader's, we love summer, and it shows. Find a beautiful dress for that warm weather event. Shorts and tops in the latest trends. Keen sandals and Lake Girl. And get the perfect gift for that summer wedding.
You'll always find something new to love at Schrader's in Anago.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Huge auction, Minocqua, Wisconsin. Dodge Ram 2500, Lincoln Town Cars, trailer, boats, tools, outdoor power tools, home contents, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
All right, so we got some 60s, 70s across most of the area. Everything is cooling back down with some below average temperatures. That will change by tomorrow. We had some rainfall earlier this morning as well, but now we're all under some mostly cloudy skies. Lots of sunshine out there Thursday and Friday with above average 80s. And by the weekend, a couple more chances of showers and thunderstorms.
All right, we'll continue to monitor those storms on our way. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Night Show with Jimmy Fallon is up next.